Hey, what's up, everyone? How are y'all doing? I hope everyone has been doing great. I hope everyone has been standing in their truth and standing in their power and beginning to acknowledge the things we've talked about thus far so that you can progress forward and continue to grow. The interesting part about this read is to let you know it is a continuation from L, M, and N. Sorry, I'm a little off today. It's the setup from, I said the setup. I was trying to say my setup is a little off, but it's okay. L, M, and N, which is a continuation from the L, M, and N that I did yesterday, but I was led to do that and go to the park. So if you watched that video, you know that it was pretty dark and the message was really quick. So today, I wanted to make sure that I jump back into the flow of things and continue with our series. Just in case you don't know, this is the Conscious Cornucopia channel. You can check out the About Me section, or you can check the description box below, find out information about me, what we're doing here, and then also let you know this is a timeless read. It can help you maybe 2, 3, 5, 7 months from now. It is a general read for the collective. We are focusing on health, healing, and happiness with patience, prayer, and positivity. Also, they're telling me to let you know when I was shuffling this deck, the dolphin card did jump out. And it talked about being steady and going with the flow of things. And it made me think about water and how water is pretty flowy. And typically, if the tides aren't high, and so what I'm getting from that is in your life, you'll have like smooth sailing, but sometimes the tides will get really high where things kind of rock you and throw you off balance, or the waves or the water, gets rocky and off balance. So what we're going to do, since that message came, is just going to jump straight in. We're going to see what we have for L, M, and N. Just to recap on what L, M, and N is. L is love. So it's showing that love to one another and knowing that you can love and be loyal to others as long as you are loyal and that you love yourself. Definitely within the process of trying to love another, if it happens to be an intimate relationship. It costs you nothing to love a person and be loyal to a person. I hope y'all are ready. I'm ready to dive in, jump in, and see what we got going on for L, M, and N. M is mindset, or changing your mindset. So if you know that, or if you've been following from the beginning and know that this is a continuation, it starts with altering our attitudes. And 9 times out of 10, attitudes and mindset go hand in hand, okay? So we kind of see, if you're just now jumping in or tuning in, how things flow along. We've covered everything up until L, M, and N right now. So I encourage you to check those videos back out. And let's see. Changing our mindset. And we have a motivation. And typically we have a motivation behind the shift of our mindset, or we have a reason or a motivation that our mind is set the way that it is. And so, for instance, for me, money and my relationship with money began to change as I realized that money didn't control me as long as I didn't allow it to. And then also a big part of my motivation when it comes to money is my son. I have to provide for my son, so therefore, yes, money is a motivation, but money should only be a motivation if it is for the right reasons, okay? Not the, negative reasons, or they did give me a message yesterday of you can't serve 2 masters. So just knowing that miracles can happen, especially around money, when you change your mindset, not only for your life, but also your mindset regarding money, okay? Another part of it is with miracles is not misusing the gifts that you've been giving. the gifts and the talents that you've been given. As long as you don't misuse them, I truly believe that miracles will flow into your life, especially with the way that the series is flowing and how we've been talking a lot about discovering our life purpose and who we really are and healing, just to keep going. And then another part of that is the negativity, keeping the negativity and the naysayers away so that you can create a new life or a better life for yourself, okay? Because some of you watching this may already be, you know, entrepreneurs, or you may already be, I don't know, you may be stable, really stable, and have what it is you want in life, and you're very successful. But for a lot of people, we're still finding our way or trying to get to certain points in our life. So it really doesn't matter who you are or where you are or what walk of life you come from. This can tie in to all of us. Again, it's a collective read. So as I've shuffled, prayed, and meditated over the cards, asking for messages on LMN, I'm just going to get started. And they told me to shuffle a couple more times, and let's just get going. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So on the bottom, we have squirrel. Okay, there should be a video uploaded where I was talking about how they shifted my energy to watch squirrels on some video. If not, I'm just gonna keep going. If it's uploaded, watch it. If it's not, don't worry about it. Cause I don't know what's gonna be uploaded and what's not at this point. As you can see, they're all pre-recorded. But okay. The squirrel is in significance to you always being prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Okay, so that's pretty much the overall energy and what I was just talking about, and how we're supposed to just go with that flow and allow things to happen as they're supposed to. Because also with this, I just see that the tide and the wave that I spoke of, or whatever that tries to come in and knock you off balance and off of what you're doing, that knocks you out of sync, is a part of this distraction. Okay, so you can't allow, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. You can't allow that to block you from going in the direction that you want to go in. And how does this tie into all of this? So within whatever it is that happens to you, show that love, alter or change your mindset, alter your attitude towards the mindset that you have regarding the situation. And then in the midst of it, if it's a negative situation, pull out that positive, find that positive, but also take heed to the negative. And if it happens to be a naysayer, do your part in making sure you tune out or block out that naysayer. You can hear what people got to say all day long, but that don't mean you have to listen. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. You can hear what people have to say all day long, but it doesn't mean you have to listen. Okay. Hey, I tell y'all, my guys give it to me real and raw. That's how I gotta give it to y'all. So let's see what we have going on in the chakra world regarding the L, M, and the N. Yet on the last video of L, M, and N that I did, the little mini video, it talked about self-love. So of course, like, even if you're in love, self-love is still a part of intimate love, because if you don't love yourself, it's hard to love other people. It's hard to really gain that balance within trying to be with another individual. Got this oil on me. I feel like I look a little greasy, but I guess maybe I can only see it. There were a couple of songs that came to me as I was on my way here. I don't know, they're telling me don't share one of them, but one of them is Middle Child, J. Cole. I thoroughly encourage you to listen to that song. I like to say it's one of my anthems. I love it. Another energy that they pulled on me earlier was Meat Meal Championships. So let's see. And I guess because both of those songs talk about like pretty much people count you out. And then they also gave me these scenarios in regards to anything that could be a situation right now that's throwing you off or knocking you off balance or off kilter or whatever, off sync. They told me if it's anyone dealing with anxiety, depression, worry, stress, fear, domestic violence, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a child, or if you're having suicidal thoughts, to really get the help that you need. There's always someone that you can talk to. There's always someone that you can reach out to. Especially if it's a past situation that you're needing to heal from, make sure you reach out to people. Don't stay in your mind, okay? Don't change your mindset. Don't stay in your mind about it, but really change your mindset so that you're able to heal and continue to progress forward, okay? Don't let the distraction or whatever that situation is for you knock you off balance, and then you get stuck in this like a rut. And that's sort of the energy that they're giving me, is like you get stuck in this rut or like stuck in your ways, as though you feel nothing can change or nothing can happen. Everything can change. Remember, we've talked about it before, where it starts with your mindset, okay? You have visualization pop over. I'm really not being told to take this, but take the energy from it. So the energy I get from this visualization, because we did have it in a previous video, is that when you visualize yourself in the energy of a certain feeling, so say for instance, love, if you want to be in love, visualize yourself being in love. Take care of yourself and keep yourself up as if you were already in love. And then what does that do? It attracts love to you, okay? So go with the flow. Allow the things in life that's supposed to happen, the experience that you're facing, the experiences that you are facing. It dry. Okay, 1 second. Any experience that you may be facing, allow yourself to go through that, okay? Because it's a reason. We had dreams pop out on the floor. Dreams has been coming up a lot, okay? What else do we know? That is your crown, and then you had guidance pop out. This is brow or third eye. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm just going to ask for one more to complete our board. Okay, well, they gave me 2, so we're going to take it. Have connection and relationships. Okay, so it's a lot of love being pulled in this reading, but I think that's because what are we starting with? Love. Okay, but knowing also, like we've talked about before, love is not only, heart, by the way, and sacral. Okay, so not only is it speaking of intimate love, but it can speak of platonic love too, especially because you have dreams here. And the energy that I'm getting with it being platonic love is, just say for instance you're trying to create something or start something for yourself. You need to know that there are connections with other people right now in the collective that are either doing what you want to do, or going through what you're going through, or have a desire to help you connect or like bridge the gaps in regards to whatever this dream is for you. Because you do have guidance here twice, okay? You're definitely being guided towards whatever this dream is for you. But remember, you must change your mindset, because you know that miracles can happen. I think for a lot of us, we get caught up in the energy of money and we want to do something for money. No, that's why life purpose has been a bigger theme, because when you go into your purpose, you don't know where it's going to lead you. You don't know where you're going to be called to and in the direction that it's going to take you. So what happens is, along the way, you just build those connections, okay? And with the connections I'm really getting, there will be people that help you. There will be people waiting and wanting to assist you, because you got relationships. Okay, but if it's in intimate love, I do get that it's the energy of someone or you or whoever dreaming of wanting to be in love, and they want to be put in that direction, or they want that person to come into their life. Definitely with guidance and connection being here together with the energy I'm getting for intimate love. Okay, definitely wanting to be intimate with someone, but I see a lot of friendship here as well. So I'm getting the energy to say that if there is a connection that you have right now, you need to be sure that within building this relationship, that it's not just excuse me, it's not just intimate, but that you start it slow and build that connection and become like friends. Okay, build that trust, build that foundation. Remember, foundation was one of the things that we've talked about up until now, okay? So it can have something to do in significance to that. We have sacral with sexuality. This is you. You have passion, or the heart chakra. Honesty with the throat chakra. Okay, I already see a need of you needing to be honest with yourself in regards to this direction you want to take, especially when it comes to your dream. And in the midst of that, it's what you're passionate about. Remember, I just said, when you find your purpose, okay, usually your purpose is something that you're excited about doing, you love doing it, it brings you a lot of joy, it sparks you, just like the person on this card. I don't know if y'all can really see, it's a little bright. But it sparks something within you or within your heart that just makes you happy. And it could be something you've dreamed of doing for a long time. But in the midst of you getting here, what you're needing to do is step back, take your energy back, and focus on a relationship definitely with yourself. Okay, for some of you, it's just relationships with others, building those connections, the trust and the relationships as you're guided. Okay, I see the energy of it being with yourself, because you do have sexuality and honesty here. Okay, so definitely need to be honest with yourself in regards to what it is you're trying to build and create. And in the midst of that, you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, but also definitely need to be honest with others. Okay, because remember, we're all connected. And what are we talking about? Love, the love and the loyalty. But you can get there and you can have it as long as you have that love and that loyalty with and to yourself. Okay. Throat and creativity. Okay, so being honest and regarding exactly what it is you want to do, finding that life purpose, tapping into the energy of what you love to do, what's going to make you happy, what are you passionate about doing, what are you passionate about pursuing, what is this dream for you, okay? But it starts with you, okay? When you focus your energy on you, you'll be able to give back to all others. Especially if it has something to do with your craft or your creativity, is what I'm getting. And you have possessions. Okay, so remember, this is exactly what we've been talking about. When it comes to the motivation side of things, okay, it's whatever you're passionate about, what you love to do, what makes you happy. Excuse me, and that's the direction that you're going to start or are going in. But in the midst of that, you need to be sure that you don't all put it on possessions or having a strong desire to just be possessive of that energy. Just letting things flow. Because even if it comes to money, remember in the beginning how we talked about money yes, there's a motivation behind money, but only when it's in a positive way and for the right reason. Okay, so for instance, they're giving me the example of the lottery. And a lot of people, or probably everybody, one day wants to possibly win the lottery, okay? But what happens to a lot of people when they win the lottery, they get the money, they become put or set in awe, and then life just happens fast. So what, remember, I don't know if I said it, but on that dolphin card too, it talked about, it talks about going with the flow, but the squirrel card here is what I'm thinking about, and making the plan. Okay, so say for instance, like I said, they're giving me the example of the lottery. Just say you won the lottery today or tomorrow. Do you have a plan? Okay, I do. I do. I don't even play the lottery often, but spending $1 or $2 here, and you never know. That's what I've always been told. You never know. It has to be somebody. It could be you. So what you need to focus on, if that's your mindset, or you can think of it as if you won the lottery and won all this different money, what would you do with it? You probably would be so overwhelmed with happiness, joy, and fulfillment that you would lose sight. So if you have that plan in place, so, I mean, this is the example that they're giving me, but tie it into life as well. But if you have that plan in place regarding this passion and in the direction that you're about to go, if you were to win that money, you wouldn't be using the money in a negative aspect. You wouldn't look at the money in a negative way. And what I mean by look at it in a negative way is they're saying you would be able to put the money to use towards your passion or these connections, or build solid foundations within relationships. Definitely with yourself. Okay, but remember, when it starts with you, you're able to work your way through this and start to build those connections and relationships with others. Okay, so remember, your relationship with money needs to change where you look at it in a positive way and not a negative way. Okay, money is energy. So yeah, what they're telling me is, okay, would you be open to sharing? Well, two energies. You need to be open to sharing your thoughts, your ideas, your dreams, your visions, your goals, so that people can assist you and help you get there. Another is, if you were in that situation of winning that money, okay, getting that money being in your possession, would you be open to sharing in the different connections with people that are surrounding you, in your community, in your home? Okay, would you show that love and pour out that love, depending on your mindset? Because remember, with the love behind it comes changing the mindset. As money is an illusion, money is energy. So if you think positive about money and money comes to you, if it flows to you as we're supposed to allow it to, how are you going to use it? That's what they're giving me, is how are you going to use it? Do you have a plan? And in the process of this, be very open and transparent and honest. Being sure that you share your truth and that you're walking in your truth, especially when it comes to this creativity. Remember, we talked about individuality, and us all being individuals, and us having originality, or this individuality about ourselves, but it ties into one. Okay, there are people that have the same gifts that I do, but there are also people that don't have the same gifts that I do, but they have other gifts that we're able to tie into as we're all connected. Okay, remember, this is a collective read.
So I'm going to ask for energies on each card and see what we have. But remember, in the midst of all of this, what do we have to do? Keep the negativity and the naysayers away, especially if it is a situation or a scenario where you do come into some money. Okay, because you know people can get a little rowdy and out of hand when it comes to money if it ain't ever been there before. So that's why they're saying, make a plan. Always be on guard. Stay prepared. Okay. Give me one for sexuality, please. What's sexuality here about? Sexuality. Sexuality. Thank you. What's dreams here for? Why do we have dreams here? Dreams. Dreams. What's this dreams? Thank you. Success wants to drop out, so just remember that when we're talking about dreams, okay? So they're telling me you can get to the success that you're wanting to get to as long as you keep, you got meditation. But I'm getting the energy of staying grounded and staying balanced as you walk into this, okay? What's this passion? Look what wants to drop out. Life purpose. I'm going to ask again. That's so funny. Passion. What's it? You had ancient wisdom fall out on the floor. I don't want to take it because it fell out on the floor. Passion. Passion. It's just passion. Thank you. Okay, I see sexuality in this deck. Okay, so double confirmation. You're supposed to be focusing on you right now. I didn't ask for this, but you have forgiveness. Okay, so maybe it's some type of forgiveness or some form of forgiveness when it comes to your sexuality. They are giving me the message of inner child and maybe some type of sexual abuse, which they gave me earlier, that may have happened within your life. And I apologize if this is you, but know that you are not the only one that has struggled through this. So if you need assistance, definitely reach out, okay? What's this guidance card about? What's this? Oh, that's the forgiveness. What's this? Okay, so I'm guessing all of this ties into guidance. Is that what my energy was focused on? And we have patience, Mother Earth, dreams. Double confirmation has a lot to do with what you're trying to manifest and bring into your life regarding your dreams. They're telling me to read the dreams card since we have it here twice. Okay, but I'm going to finish clarifying. Y'all, I apologize. I have to have everything together. Okay. Honesty. Why do we have honesty? Honesty, honesty, honesty. What's this honesty about? All right. That success drop back out again. What's on the top? Okay, so with honesty, we have healing, expanded awareness, manifestation, and again, remember, success again. That's 2 times, okay? Anytime something comes out in the deck for me twice, double confirmation. What's creativity? Creativity. What's this creativity here about? All right, so sexuality jumped out. Double confirmation. You really honing in on who you are and what your craft is. Okay, and what it's going to do is bring you into this possession or this treasure, your finances, your stability, money, pinnacle, however you look at it. But I really pick up the energy on stability. Okay. Connection. What's connection here about? What's the connection here about? What's connection here for? Connection. Thank you. You had abundance drop out. On top, you got self-love. Okay, so I get the energy of when others see that you really are loving on yourself, focused on moving forward, focused on growing, connections with positive people, with people that are trying to move in a better direction for their lives, just like you are, you're going to walk into this abundance, okay? I also get that with connections that are made, are you going to come into some form of abundance? Relationships, okay? That's what the relationships, connections, and abundance energy here. Relationships, you do have protection drop out, and on top we got the Lovers card. Okay, I usually don't call signs, but anytime I see the Lovers, I have to call that it could be a Gemini. Okay, but something to the effect of if it's a love relationship, okay, like intimate relationship, is the protection of a relationship with someone is a very guided and divinely guided connection here where you both are protected. But then it's also for some, you getting out of some form of a relationship to protect you, to protect your mind, your energy, and the love that you have not only for others but for yourself as well, is what I'm getting. And I do get that energy because right behind it, you have learning, okay? You're very wise, and it's something within, it could have just been a karmic lesson that your soul had to learn in order for you to learn to be protected, okay? So that's more of an intimate relationship that I picked up on there. Okay, but if it's you need to be protected from it, like if it was a domestic situation for you, I get that some form of reconnecting ties, as there has been freedom. Something about reconnecting ties as there has been freedom, and there's some form of abundance to lie within this situation, especially with the possessions card here. Okay, so let's see. On passion, we have healthy boundaries. So for some, you're going to have to create healthy boundaries for yourself in order to move forward and expand so that you can get some healthy healing going on here, okay? I often speak about how we can heal all day long, but we got to heal in a healthy manner, okay? And be honest with yourself in the healing, okay? Are you truly taking the time that you need and unlocking what you need to unlock in order to get to this manifestation? Well, are you really healing everything that needs to be healed from? Especially if it was something that they had me present to you that came from this list. Are you really healing from that? Are you really growing? Are you really expanding? Are you really becoming more aware and accepting? Remember in the previous video, it talked about us accepting like things and situations that have happened to us and what we are getting away from or have healed from and gotten away from. So in a sense, it's that freedom, breaking free from it. And that's what the energy that I get here is, breaking free from it so that you can rebuild connections. Okay? With sexuality being here twice, not only is it a connection with others, but it's a connection with yourself. On top of sexuality, I didn't realize that we had a card here. It's Shine. Okay? So remember, I believe this card came out in the last video, not the other L, M, and N video, but the video previous, where it talked about we'll get to sun energy. We'll move forward into this energy as long as you do what? You focus on yourself and you really tap in and go within to do that deep healing. Okay, for me, the full moon cycles are when I heal the most, and I protect and cleanse and ground and do all these different things to be sure that I'm ready for what's coming into my life, what's being divinely guided, or what is divinely guided, and that's being brought into my life, okay? But remember, we've seen patience twice in some reading. Here it is again. We have to be patient with ourselves. We have to be patient with others, and patient in regards to whatever this is we're trying to build, if it's a dream. And being connected, okay? Knowing again that you're being divinely guided, okay? For whatever you believe in, the energy that I'm getting here is that when you connect with the universe and you connect with nature, you get the love and support that you need to move forward. You get the courage that you need to move forward. You understand and you begin to see and physically feel in the direction that you need to go in. All right, there it is. I knew it was gonna come out again. It's on the floor, but you got life purpose, okay? So definitely having that patience and just getting what you need to move in the direction that you need to move in regarding your life purpose, okay? On the bottom, you got that it's gonna bring you peace. Going into silence and solitude is it also going to put you in this period where you're able to clearly see. When you just step back and you take your energy back from the world and all the chaos and hassle that's, excuse me, going on around you. Look like I dabbed. But no, for real. When you take your energy back from all the chaos, the hustle and bustle going on around you, are you then able to clearly see and feel and get the signs and symbols and things that you need so that you can begin to move in the correct direction, okay? You have acceptance here. And when I usually get this, it makes me think of like people not accepting you, but people only don't accept you if you don't accept yourself, right? So once you begin to really, because you got sexuality here twice, again, sexuality talks about ourselves or yourself, you focusing on your own energy. And with it being here with creativity, is really you tapping into your creative side and what you are wanting to go into regarding this dream or the life purpose that you're meant to put back into the world. The service, I think we had service come out on the last LMN video. So really focusing on your service and what your craft and service is to the world. But it's going to require patience, okay? But you'll get there, okay? You'll definitely get there. Through manifestation and movement, that's another big topic that we've been talking about. But all of this is bringing you peace, okay? What's this acceptance card? Acceptance, please. Thank you. Purification. So, it's clear, okay, the energy I get is you clearly seeing and accepting. I get someone, something, some situation or something within your life. So where you're able to really cleanse from that and take back your energy, purify your energy and like purify yourself so that you're possibly able to accept yourself again so that you can move forward. I also get that you need to clearly accept the direction in which you're supposed to be taken, okay? Because you can get a message that this is what you're supposed to be doing, or this is your gift, this is your talent, this is your life purpose, and then you don't act on it. But possibly because there's something that's not clear here, okay? Maybe it's the clarity that you're needing or that you are getting within yourself or your own life, so that you can get to that peace. Or possibly, because, okay, I wasn't going to show this, but they just gave it to me. You got communication. Because it's possibly also in regards to not only communicating to whomever you believe in, but really connecting with the universe. But when you're open to receiving that communication, being honest in the communication that you have as well, as you manifest and move, through expanded awareness are you getting to this abundance. You'll have that peace and that abundance, or like that sun card energy. So let's clarify acceptance and purification. Acceptance and purification, please. And this is another chakra deck, by the way. So looks like we've done a decent job in clearing out the solar plexus energy. Solar plexus chakra. Yeah, that's the only one we don't have on the board. Acceptance and purification. Thank you. Okay, look what we had come out. And that's funny because I just say we don't have the solar plexus on the board, and then here comes the solar plexus. But it's in a good way, okay? So you got passion and service. So it goes from, and that's what this purification is about. Remember, I just said you being clear and basically accepting in the direction that you're meant to go in. Okay, and definitely it has to do with your passion and what your life purpose, your dream, and what you're meant to give back into the world. And this is how you're going to get that expansion, okay, or that abundance. And why? Because you've expanded and you've manifested. How are you expanding and manifesting? And being honest with yourself in your healing. Being honest and open with others in the connections that you have. Okay, protecting yourself where you know you need to be protected. So they're also giving me the energy of, with the solar plexus coming out in this chakra deck, means that it has been a clearance of it. And so what happens is, like, if you get or you feel like you're getting these random pains, or you gotta go to the bathroom all the time, or whatever, when it comes to the feeling of your solar plexus, typically it's because the chakra is off. And with it coming back into balance, and with it not being on the board here but coming out here, it makes me feel as though we've cleared, and if you've watched videos up until this point, we've cleared out the negative, anxiety, worry, stress, fearful type energy, and you're beginning to either find what it is you're passionate about, because we do have passion here twice, double confirmation. Either you've already found it, you're beginning to find it, or you're going to move into and start finding it so that you can put that service back into the world, okay? I often look at knowing you found your life purpose when you feel as though you're doing something in regards to, you can look at it in regards to like doing community service, but it's not community service because it's something that you love. But community service is something that they're giving me, that you use community service to help you get there or figure it out. And what I'm trying to, I hope I'm making sense. Because when you do community service, you don't do it because you get paid for it. You do it because you're passionate about it, right? That makes sense? It brings you joy. It brings you ultimate fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness. I hope that makes sense. The way they gave it to me, it made sense. But I don't know if it just made sense to you. I won't know until I rewatch, but I pray that it did. What else do we need to know about any messages on the board? There's nothing that I really want to clarify. Just see if there's any more. Thank you. All right. Definitely coming into a renewal period. Okay. Expansion, jump back out. Workaholic. Enlightenment. So, I apologize. This deck confuses me because their colors are a little bit different. This is actually sacral. Okay, so with them pulling my energy and correcting me, because this is your solar plexus. So we do have solar plexus here, but it's the same energy of the solar plexus being cleared here because you've been enlightened. So all of the worry, anxiety, stress, all of that, depression, fear, all of those different feelings will go away, and you'll stop feeling that energy within your stomach as you become more enlightened, you become more empowered, and you get the messages that you know you're being given as you're being guided. Okay? So what they're saying, because sacral, right? And what was sacral with? Sacral here is sexuality, and then also relationships. Okay, so with workaholic being here, it could be the work that you're going to create or do with others, or accepting that this is truly your work. This is what you have a dream and a desire to do. Remember, we talked about dreams and desires. And remember, with acceptance and purification here, that's exactly what I saw. Accepting it as it comes to you. And what you're going to do is expand. But it starts with you being open, okay? Learning. I get the energy of learning, needing to learn more. Because that's the thing that not only my guides have told me, but others in the field that I'm connected to have told me when it comes to just even spirituality in general, is that you grow from it every day. Spirituality never ends. It's always something to learn. You can always expand, you can always grow, and that's exactly what I try to tell people. Just because you know some things don't mean you know everything. Nobody knows everything. We can all grow and we can all expand, okay? This here, okay, is the throat chakra again. Okay, then you got heart. No, I'm sorry. Base, earth, or root. I apologize. Y'all, this deck confuses me. I seen somebody mention this to somebody else as a beginner deck. It wasn't one of my beginner decks. I'll be honest and tell you, this was not one of my beginner decks. I didn't get this deck until my guides told me to, probably probably a year after I had started reading. So anyway, base, earth, or root. So with the energy that they're giving me is it's coming back into, oh no, my stone fell, or my crystal. I apologize. So with the energy here that they're giving me is that with sexuality and renewal, you're definitely coming back into a new period of who you are, who you truly are. And what happens is with this, you find what you're passionate about. You find your service so that you can come into the renewal and get to that sun energy. Okay, look how that sun shining so bright in the background. Okay, and then with this being the base, earth, or root chakra, they're pointing me to these flowers. Remember how we've been talking about planting seeds and watering them, not just planting them, but watering them so that they can expand. And what they're telling me and showing me is that your work is going to expand, and it's going to continue to expand the more you become creative, the more you learn, the more you tap in, and the more you accept in the direction that you're supposed to be going. Okay, because you've been enlightened and you will continue to be enlightened. Like I said, it's always something that we can learn, definitely within this field. But I feel that any field that you enter into is everlasting. You can always learn something new. Okay, you do have forgiveness drop back out, or not drop out, but you do have forgiveness here. It's on top, and then right underneath you have abundance. Okay, they're not telling me to really just take those, but to show them rather. They did want me to pull one of these and another one and read dreams in that deck.
Which I apologize, y'all. You know I don't use my books and read out my books unless I'm pretty much told to, or I'm studying for myself. So they're telling me to read dreams for both, or out of both decks. Okay, so in this one, okay, it's number 39. I don't, that could be significant to someone. It says, look for the wisdom in your deepest dreaming. Awaken to the visions of your highest being. It says, our dreams are doorways to different aspects of reality, an open landscape of exchange between our conscious and subconscious minds and the great beyond. Dreams carry messages and guidance for us. They help us process the events and patterns of our physical life, and they put us in touch with our spirit, our guides, angels, and even relatives that have passed over, or our ancestors. Okay? It is time to pay closer attention to your dreams. Not all dreams seem significant, but by paying attention to your dreams on a regular basis, you will begin to notice which ones hold important messages for you. Take a moment upon waking to write down your memories from sleeping. Notice where you were and any symbols that seem significant. Become aware of how you felt in the dream. Certain people, themes, or memories may arise in your dreams so that you can heal hidden wounds or awaken to forgotten aspects of yourself. By writing down your dreams, you will increase your intuition and sensitivity to them. You will become more in tune with what messages, guidance you can take from them to enhance the choices in your waking life. I have been getting dreams since I was like 7 years old. They've always been very vivid. That I knew at 7 that there was something different about me, but it took me growing up, going through things, getting out of my ego and really learning in order to be able to tap into my gifts. I would like to say, I think I've done it already, but there are only 3 people I've gotten readings from, and all of them gave me different insight regarding my life and my purpose and how I was supposed to be moving. There was signs and symbols, and it was earthly 3D guidance that they were giving me because they were guided to give it to me at that time. Okay, so I say shout out to Cammy the Light, Am I Tripping or Not Tarot, and Hustler Jones. I also follow Angelic Guidance 333. I think that's her name. And I think she did talk about how being in the spiritual world, it is certain things that we're not supposed to share unless we're told that we can share that, and that is very true. So don't ever think that we're being possessive over the information we're giving or not wanting to share it or whatever, because that's not the case. But with me getting those dreams and me saying this, I said this also. They're telling me slow it down. Okay. It's the message, something to the effect that she said, like, of course, not everybody being, something to the effect of not everybody being in the spiritual realm, and they're not. Everybody's not. I get it. I understand. But this is something that my guides are telling me that I'm able to share with you, because it can start to help you in a certain way. Will you be enlightened in the way that I am or where I am? No, because all of our journeys are different. But they're giving me that you're going to be enlightened so that you can get back to that sun. See the sun there? It's bright. Okay? Where is my lady? See the sun behind her? She's bright. Okay? We also have meditation here. Okay? What's she doing? Meditating. Out in nature. Nature has been a big
part of this for us as well. Okay, then this is my sun card in this deck. So what happens is, on your journey or in your healing process or whatever you're going through, no, I think that's the message. The reason they had me bring her up is because it's like, no, you won't go through or deal with what I've dealt with, or even probably you basically something that I deal with or that I've dealt with 2 years ago, you might not deal with it for another 2 years. Okay, but the dreaming, that's the message that they're giving me, and that the dreaming could be significant to where it may enlighten you in some kind of way, or your dreams may enlighten you in some kind of way. I don't know. I tried to get it out, y'all. Whatever. I'm trying. It says, in the same way that we can feel out of control or unconscious of our dreams while sleeping, we can also feel out of touch with our hopes and dreams in life. What have we been talking about? Dreams, not dreams when you're sleeping, okay, but dreams when you're awake. In the same way that we can feel out of control or unconscious of our dreams while sleeping, we can also feel out of touch with our hopes and dreams in life. This card is a call to reclaim your role as an active, conscious dreamer, as a visionary weaver of life's great gifts and possibilities. Tapping into your gifts, finding your life purpose, okay? Look at what you dream of achieving in your life. Yes. Are you actively moving in the direction of your dreams, or do you feel deep down that you will never reach them? Ask yourself that. Take time to crystallize your vision for what you truly wish to achieve. Allow your soul to speak through your imagination and paint a picture of your highest potential. Realize that there are absolutely no limits to what you can create in this life. Do not waste another day just dreaming the dream. Start living it. Begin to put time and energy into your dreams so that they become a reality. Make a plan. Okay, what are we talking about? Making that plan. Write a list or whatever it is that is the first step towards your dreams. As you move in the direction of this vision, the universe will rise within to meet you. It is time to live your dreams. I apologize, y'all. It was different energies flowing through here for a second. I'm having to tap back in. Okay, this card is insignificant to our heart and crown chakra. Okay, I believe you say this, Herkimer Diamond is a wonderful gift to humanity from the Crystal Kingdom. Its medicine holds the key to remembering and accessing our dream state. Sleeping with this magical crystal under the pillow will allow you to remember your dreams and access the magic that they bring. When working closely with this crystal, you will also find new inspiration and clear the blocks to your creativity. Says this card has shown up for you today as a sign to pay a little more attention to your dreams. Dreams allow you to release and let go of old, stale emotions and thoughts while you sleep. You also receive messages, signs, and symbols that bring insight and healing to your life. The devils are encouraging you to intuitively discover the meanings of your own dreams and open to the wisdom and healing that they share. Dreams are interpreted in a variety of ways by different people. However, the most powerful way is to unlock your own personal meaning. The crystal devils are offering healing to you while you sleep and bringing powerful messages through your dream state. It may be wise to keep a journal to record your insights, dreams, and inspirations. This card could also indicate that it is time to put more focus on your own dreams and goals and begin to bring them into fruition as you pursue them with a renewed passion. What do we have here? Passion, healing, expanded awareness, creativity, manifestation, got enlightenment, so I definitely encourage you to start to pay attention to your dreams, not only when you're sleeping, but also the dreams that you want to bring and create within your life. What you're manifesting and what you can visualize and what you see, okay? All with the power of love, okay? Dears are in significance to love. It says, be gentle with yourself. You heal. Be gentle with yourself. Okay, it says you heal with the power of love. Okay. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Okay, and then always being prepared. So I really hope these messages, I hope and pray that these messages resonated with you in some type of way, that you're able to take something from it and really grow and begin to focus on yourself. Oh, that's what they're telling me to say that, because there was something else that she said, Angelic Guidance 333. She did say that, which is very true. We can't tell you how to tap in and connect with your guides, okay? It's a process, as it is a journey, and you probably connect with your guides in a different way that I connect with mine, just as she does. But we are able to just give you some insight and give you some guidance that they give us to give to you, okay? Be patient, okay? Remember to be patient with yourself and be patient with others. And I hope these messages again resonate with you. I encourage you to like, share, comment, subscribe, anything, or I was going to say share the love, or do anything that you feel would be beneficial for you from this video, or that could benefit another, okay? I love each of you. Thank you again so much for visiting, and I look forward to speaking with you on the next video. Take care.